So it's no secret that we all love food. Food is the center of everything. I feel like family comes together with food, with Thanksgiving and such. And I feel like if you're stressed out, what do? You eat. If you're bored, what do? You eat. If you're hanging out with friends, y'all most likely are going to eat at some point. So I feel like I wanted to do my speech on why I think it's important to make more homemade foods. So I wanted to choose this because I personally love cooking. My family loves cooking. I like to cook and bake a lot. And I did a lot of research on different things, different ways you can, you know, homemade, benefit from cooking homemade, such as it can help you financially. Instead of ordering takeout every day, you can make more homemade foods to save money. I think making homemade food is a good gift for somebody. If you ever don't know what to get somebody, making them homemade food is amazing because it's more special. And also it's a bonding experience, like getting to know people. So starting off, I'm gonna talk about how it's a bonding experience. Now, at Thanksgiving, it's pretty much nothing but homemade food. I couldn't imagine Thanksgiving with just all food from Walmart that's like already made, or all food from Chick-fil-A. We all have like each family member who makes something that's amazing that you can't get from anywhere else. And it just, get to cook with people, get to eat homemade food. People, it's very homey, it's very warm, it's very good. Also, I think that if you have any ethnic friends who are, Indian, Jamaican, African, German, Mexican, and their homemade food, and they make the food of their culture, it's so much more different than if you were to go to Taco Bell or Panda Express, because it's authentic and it's real and you really get to know about those people. So that's the first reason why I believe that homemade cooking is a lot better. Now, secondly, I think that homemade cooking is a good gift. I feel like a good gift is more about the thought you put behind the gift, not where you got it from in most cases. And so I feel like if you were to make someone homemade brownies, a homemade cake, a steak meal, anything like that, I feel like it would mean a lot more to them than if you were to just buy them something from Texas Roadhouse. And that goes for anything. If you make homemade jewelry, if you make homemade clothing, if you make homemade candles, it has more thought behind it. It's more personalized, it's unique, and that person will feel like you really took the time to do something nice for them, and they will really appreciate it. My third and final point is I'm an accounting major, so I like to focus more on the financial and saving money aspect of it. So I also wanted to, touch on the financial benefits of homemade cooking. So first off, most restaurants get profit because they charge you more money than it takes for them to actually make the food. So most of the time you're already spending more money than you should. So that's the first reason. I mean, I went to Texas Roadhouse the other day and it was like $23 for a 16-ounce, ribeye. And then later on I went to Walmart and I saw you can get 3 ribeyes for like $26. Like, it's literally the price of one there. It was the price of 3 at a store. Now, yes, you have to cook it, but I'm talking about the saving money aspect of it. Another thing was Starbucks. I went to Starbucks and it costed way more money for one cake pop, and I can easily make like 12 for like $5, but it was $2 for one there. And also, I think it's smart because you can use the scraps of one meal and put it into another meal. And by that, I mean, if you have leftover vegetables, you can make a vegetable stock. If you have leftover fruits, like bananas, you can make smoothies, you can make banana bread, you can make banana pudding out of that. If you have, stale bread, you can make croutons, you can make breadcrumbs for your next meals. If you have any type of animal fats left over, you can make different oils, you can make a candle, you can make a lot of different things with that. And I just think, that's also something that's beneficial. So I would really encourage y'all to cook more at home and to take homemade cooking more seriously, because it really does have a lot of benefits. It could benefit you financially, it could benefit your relationships with your family and friends, and it could be a good gift to somebody who you don't really know what to do with anything, because who doesn't like a delicious meal? So I made cupcakes and I made cake pops, and I just have a little short demonstration of them because Most of the ingredients you already probably have at your house for both of them, so it's just a good example of saving money and being more smart with what you have. So here I have some of the ingredients that I use for the cupcakes. As you can see, it's stuff you already have: flour, sugar, salt, eggs. You might have to get the vanilla extract. That's me mixing all the dry ingredients and me mixing the eggs and the sugar together and just mixing them up. So I just decided to make vanilla cupcakes. It was the easiest, and that's what they looked like when they were done. And then I iced them with some blue icing. I just colored it blue just for fun. And what I was saying in my speech was that you can make the scraps of one food into another food, and that's a good example because I took some of the cupcakes and crumbled them up and put some icing in there to later, shape them into balls and freeze them and make into cake pops. So I have chocolate there, and I took the stick and I put it through the cake pop and I dipped them and put sprinkles on top. And I was able to make about 6. I could have made more, but I didn't really have that much chocolate on me. It was like just leftovers. But I was able to make 6, and I only had to spend like $5 at the store. And to get 6 at Starbucks, it would have costed you like a good $14. So I think this is like a prime example of how you can save financially and, use one food to make the other.